companion drew in the dank, cold air of the tomb. It seemed to strengthen him. I stood in the doorway between light and dark. What was left of my sanity implored me not to enter. But that voice was just a whisper now. As we worked our way down, deeper and deeper into the crypt, I began to see a change in my companion. He seemed to be gaining strength. I could hardly see in the gloom, but my companion seemed to know the way. We came at last to a great hall. It was then I realized my companion hadn't been gaining strength. He had been losing what was left of his humanity. He moved with demonic speed, and then you appeared.
Stop! The beast contained herein shall not be set free, not even by you. City of Karas. There you will find the gate to hell opened before you. You must find the courage to step through that gate, Miles. Take the stone you hold to the Hellforge, where it will be destroyed. Now run. Take the stone and run!
I gave you my word and brought you here as promised. But by all that's still holy, I wish I'd never returned to this accursed place. I'm sure you've seen many strange sights in the Northlands. But by all that's still holy, I wish I'd never returned to this accursed place. This fetid jungle can't be the fair Kurast I left behind. I don't know what all this evil is, my friend, but it's obvious that you must stop it. I only pray that you can before the jungle consumes the last vestiges of my beloved homeland. I shouldn't have boasted so much about Kurast on the journey here. Oh, much has changed since I left. The dockside is apparently the only civilized area left in Kurast. It takes great courage and generosity to defend a land and a people that are not your own. Perhaps, when this curse is lifted, My people can do something for yours in return.
Welcome to Karas, traveler. Few come willingly to this ancient city anymore. If you are another follower of Zakharum, I've told you people before, I don't want your towering spire or anything else you have to sell. You'll find that the Zakharumites have the persistence of zombies, but without the charisma. I hope you brought your wits with you, for sanity is in short supply here. My name is Rotli. I am a sorcerer skilled in metalwork. It'd be a pleasure to help you. I don't have many customers these days. Though my own magic is only useful for making enchanted weapons, I'll bet yours will put an end to this terrible evil once and for all. May the spirits of Skatzim watch over and protect you. As you can see, the populace has been brutally decimated by the forces of Mephisto. The canals run red with blood, and demons roam the land. The wretched jungle hell has already reclaimed much of Karast. The only safety you'll find is here at the dockside, where a magical warning holds the jungle evils at bay. But I don't know how long it will last. To make matters worse, the children of Zakharum are in league with the forces of Mephisto. The Zakharum have concentrated their power in the temple city of Travancore, located within Karas deep in the jungle wilderness. It's true, their zeal is unmatched, but I say the so-called warriors of light are nothing more than the twisted puppets of a hidden hand. You're very brave to have come here. In the old days, mages who didn't belong to one of the great mage clans were hunted down as renegades. But now, the mage clans have little authority. Within the temple city stands a tower built long ago by the Horadrim to imprison them. Well, you'll discover more about it soon enough.
You now speak to Ormus. He was once a great mage, but now lives like a rat in a sinking vessel. You have questions for Ormus, and doubt in yourself. Ormus sees a strange dichotomy in you, as he does in all would-be heroes. Speak to him, and he may grant you wisdom in turn, or turn from him and seek wisdom in thyself. How does one destroy destruction? How does one force terror to flee in fear? You have great tasks ahead of you, Ormus thinks.
The church which you serve is corrupted by evil, yet the holy disciplines it taught you may yet save us all. This is a strange time for heroes, Ormus thinks.
I've not set foot in glorious Kurast for many years, but I never would have imagined it could be so corrupted. Certainly this must be Mephisto's work. You'd best get going, my friend. Diablo and Baal are still out there, and you must find them.
Hello there. I've heard about your people. Nomadic warriors without peer. You must be a great adventurer to risk coming here. My name's Ashira, and I lead the mercenary band of mages known as the Iron Wolves. We've been hunting down demons in the jungle for months, but no matter how many of them we kill, they just keep coming. Seems this whole place has been overrun by evil. Rumor has it that you've come here to help. If that's true, then I'll let you hire some of my mercenaries. But be careful. If you piss them off, they can be worse than those monsters out in the jungle. Your skills are unique indeed. They are neither sorcery nor physical, but seem to be a harmonious blend of the two. The Iron Wolves could learn much from your kind. No one comes to Karast anymore without good reason. You must be seeking fame and fortune. Why fight fair when you can hire some of us? The jungle can take you down fast. Try to avoid getting trapped out there if you can.
Greetings, hero. I've heard of your exploits and, I'm quite impressed. Very few mortals are capable of dealing with the three and their minions as you have. My name is Natalia. I am a hunter of evil, part of an ancient order sworn to hunt down corrupted sorcerers. If I could, I would gladly join your quest to stop the three. but I must wait here for further news. I can't predict what will happen, but the danger is greater than we can know. Until I receive my orders, I'll assist you with the information I have.
Damn it! I wish you people would just leave me alone. Oh, you're new here, aren't you? I've heard that your kind use powerful potions and such to wake the dead and control spirits. I'd love to discuss what components you use sometime. I am Alcor the Alchemist. I dabble in potions and salves, and I can sell you some if you really need them. But don't make a habit of coming here. I don't like to be disturbed while I'm studying. Even I can tell that the evil in the jungle is growing. I hope you survive out there, my pasty friend. I'd still like to discuss what components are best used in necromantic potions. There was a very fat man here recently asking after the golden bird of Kuile. Have you heard of it? He kept muttering about ashes. I would imagine one golden bird's ash hole to be about the same as another, wouldn't you?
Looks like jade. Perhaps it's worth something.
Perhaps I could trade this for something more valuable.
What a strange little statue.
A worthless statue. Perhaps I can trade this for something better.
Only Deckard Cain can make sense of this.
Back in Loot Ghislaine, Meshif told me he had a fondness for jade figurines. On his trading voyages, he collected an odd assortment of such small statues. I would show him your figurine. Seeing his homeland in such a state must be horrifying to Meshif. I'm surprised he's willing to remain here in order to help you.
You came here with Meshif? That old tour guide to the stupid? I'm surprised you made it here in one piece.
The chief says he used to live here. I'm surprised he came back. I'll bet he wishes he hadn't.
I trust you already know Mashif. But did you know that he was born and raised here? I suspect that, like many of us, his spirit is near broken at the sight of Karas' decline. Only our brand of gallows humor saves us from utter despair.
For one who spends so much time away from home, Meshif has taken Kurast's corruption the hardest.
All through my childhood, Kurast was a paradise. The once perfumed air now reeks of putrefaction. Praise you. That jade figurine will complete the set I was collecting. Here, I've had this statuette of a golden bird for years, but I consider it a fair exchange.
I'm having fun just watching you run from place to place searching for a golden bird. Some hero you are.
I've read legends about a sage named Kuile, who studied the mysteries of life beyond death. If I remember correctly, his ashes were ensconced within a golden statuette. It was a very strange tale.
This contains the ashes of a great wizard?
Kuile's immortal ashes. I wonder if they'd miss any.
Immortal, huh? If this Kuile was so powerful, then why is he interred within this receptacle?
Such a beautiful statuette. But you'd think it would have been better cared for. There's a compartment here that's full of dust.
Ormus remembers the tale of Kuile. That venerable sage forgot that there is no life beyond death. There is only life. Once prolonged unnaturally, it can become a living hell.
Immortality is definitely not for me. Can you imagine having to wake up every night just to piss for the next 1,000 years?
You will have to take Kuile's ashes to Elcor.
Ah, the golden bird of Kuile? Thank you, my friend. Busy yourself while I experiment with the ashes within it. Then return and see what I've made for you. From the ashes of Kuile, I have mixed for you a potion. I have never claimed that you'd live forever after trying one of my potions. Merely that you might look as though you had.
I must admit, your foolish quest made little sense to me. But now I see the value of your actions. I believe you do possess great wisdom. Brotley is a master craftsman. My order could make use of one with his unique skills.
Ratley's only good for making his silly magic weapons. It's not like he's got the stones to actually go out and use them in anything.
O'Reilly may be a bit too clever for his own good. Still, I'd trust his work anytime. Arali thinks he's so funny. The other day he said, Ashira, I don't recognize you without that big gash on your face.
Drognan told me of Heratli when we were in Lutgolain. He said that he weaves magic into his forge and produces mystical weapons and armor. His skills could be quite useful to you.
Heratli seems to be the only one left here with any common sense. Yet how sensible is it to remain here?
Heratli suspects that Ormus is a mage. He can suspect whatever he wants. Ormus will not show him the true magic.
Some find my prices unreasonable. That is because I am unreasonable. As I told you before, I placed an enchantment upon the dock side in order to keep the demons at bay. But lately, the enchantment seems to be weakening. If memory serves me correctly, there's a holy Skatsimi blade that could revitalize the enchantment. The blade is called the Gidbin. Find it, and our sanctuary here will remain safe. Once the Gidbin is found, Ormus will use it to strengthen the protective barrier around the dockside. As far as we know, the Gidbin is in the possession of the Children of Light. They do not wish it to fall into the hands of those who can restore its powers. You may not believe it, but Ormus is the one who can use the Gidbin to protect us.
Don't let the Gidbin's size fool you. Though it is only a small dagger, it holds tremendous power when in the hands of a true Skatsimi mage. You'd best get back out there and find that blade. The jungle creeps further into this camp by the hour.
The Gidbin is one of the few remaining relics of Skatsim, the old religion. It is reputed to have great powers. The jungle is like nothing you've ever seen before. Imagine paradise festering like a wound, then bursting.
I've done some research on the Tan Mage Clan, and it seems that most of their magical studies were focused on Skatsimi rites. If anyone is qualified to use the powers of the Gidbin, it would be Ormus.
Ormus is familiar with the Gidbin, but how would a powerful Skatsimi artifact aid an unbeliever like you? If we are to have peace from the shadow, you must find the weapon which will destroy the light.
The Gidbin will reinforce the enchantments that protect the dockside from the evil that infests Kurast. I'm certain that the Gidbin is very closely guarded.
Have you not heard of the Gidbin? Well, allow me to reduce your ignorance on the subject. The Gidbin is an enchanted dagger, a religious artifact greatly valued by the old religion, Skatsim. Legend has it that the Skatsimi priests place great power within the small blade. Power enough to repel this terrible jungle curse which encroaches on our sanctuary.
Since you haven't come across the Gidbin yet, the dagger must be deeper in the jungle nearer Kurast.
This is a powerful weapon. Perhaps Ormus can tell me more about it.
This blade shall pierce the heart of evil.
This holy blade does not belong in the hands of the Zakarum.
Well, Ormus may know something about this unusual blade.
The Gidbin's magic can only be channeled through Ormus. Take it to him. He has the necessary knowledge about the ancient Skatsimi magics.
You have done well, noble hero. Ormus congratulates you. The old spirits of Skatsim will watch over you for returning their sacred blade. Now, after all these years, Ormus will once again use his powers to protect the innocent from the shadow. The spell that protects the dockside shall now be reinforced. This magic ring does me no good. Here, wear it proudly.
Who could have foreseen that the old religion would play such an effective role in our war against the Three? Again, your efforts amaze me, my friend.
Ha! You have stolen the fabled blade from right under Zakarum's nose! This is a great day indeed!
With any luck, the spirits of Skatsim will grant us revenge upon the powers that ravaged this land.
You are truly amazing, stranger. There are precious few items in the world that would tempt me to go up against the children of Zakarum.
Now that fewer of the Iron Wolves are needed to guard the dockside, some of them have volunteered to accompany you free of charge.
This Cain, whom you brought with you, he has a bearing of great power, yet I sense no magic about him. He is an enigma to me.
Your companion Cain must have known that he would be in grave danger here. You are great indeed to elicit such loyalty.
Deckard Cain, Ormus has no time for the last son of the Horadrim. Pride led that holy order to failure.
I've heard the name of Deckard Cain many times. He's the last of the Horadrim, and thus I must honor him. You must be powerful indeed if one such as he accompanies you.
Never forget that your ultimate purpose here in Kurast is to destroy Mephisto. The ancient Horadrim imprisoned the Lord of Hatred inside the Guardian Tower that is located within the temple city of Travancore. Know this, friend. The only way to gain entry to Mephisto's prison is to destroy the artifact known as the Compelling Orb. Mephisto used this device to control the Zakharum priests and their followers. The orb can only be destroyed with an ancient flail imbued with the spirit of the one incorruptible priest. Soon after his imprisonment, Mephisto worked his evil corruption on the Zakharum priesthood. All were turned to his dark ways, save one, Khalim, the K-Hagen of the High Council. Mephisto directed the other council priests to slay and dismember Khalim, and then scatter his remains across the kingdom. The priest Sankakur succeeded Khalim as K-Hagen, eventually becoming the embodiment of Mephisto here on the mortal plane. The corrupted High Council fashioned an orb to control the rest of the Zakharum faithful, and used their powers to hide the lair of their master from mortals. Your task is to collect the scattered relics of Khalim, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then, using the Horadric Cube, transmute Khalim's flail with his relics. Once this is accomplished, you must destroy the Compelling Orb with Khalim's will, to open the way into the corrupt sanctum of Mephisto.
Oh, this smells worse than the sewers of Luke Golain. From trash to treasure.
Ashira is both proud and self-conscious of her womanhood.
Oh, Ashira's a good customer. She buys a portion of manliness from me every week.
Ashira seems like a very tough woman. I'd be careful around her if I were you.
Ashira leads the mercenary company known as the Iron Wolves. You can hire some of them, but many are occupied securing the dockside.
If you're planning to carry on your wild ways here, you may need the assistance of Ashira's Iron Wolf mercenaries.
Ashira? Well, she's a tough-talking mage, but I'd wager she's never faced true evil. Pampering drunken mercenaries is one thing, but standing face-to-face with a hellspawn demon is another.
The Iron Wolves and I have made a good living around here lately.
Ah, Khalim's eye. Only it can reveal the true path to Mephisto. Place the eye in the Horadric Cube along with Khalim's other relics. The heart, the brain, and the flail.
It's been years since I waded through sewers for fun. Great, more junk. Just what I'd expect to find in a sewer.
Yes, Natalia is a cute girl. However, I think she could use a special potion. Let me see here. Radiant Beauty? No. Ray of Sunshine? No, that's not it. Ah, here it is. Relax, Frosty Bitch. This should help her out.
I invited Natalia to join the Iron Wolves, and she began lecturing me about the dangers of magic. Who the hell does she think she is, anyway?
Natalia is a quiet one. She arrived here about a week ago and has pretty much kept to herself. She's inquired about my weapons a few times, so I assume that she's a warrior of some sort.
That woman, Natalia, seems to be waiting for something important to happen. She's a strange one, I think.
Have you met Natalia? She appears to be a member of the Krau Harjek, a secret order that has been around for centuries. almost as long as the Herodrum itself. Her presence here makes me uneasy, for they are traditionally sworn to hunt down magi who have betrayed the trust of their order. I wonder why she is here. This is most fortunate. Khalim's brain knows Mephisto's weakness. Place it in the Herodric cube along with Khalim's other relics. The eye, the heart, and the flail.
The smell of death, or worse, surrounds me. This trove will help lift the curse from Kurast.
You have found Khalim's heart, and it still bears the courage to face Mephisto. Place it in the Herodric cube along with Khalim's other relics. The eye, the brain, and the flail.
Alcor is a potion dealer, given over to a life steeped in ceaseless study and dissipation.
I went to speak with old Alcor, but I disturbed his studies. He doesn't seem to like visitors.
Alcor is able to explain things much more clearly than Ormus.
It pains me to waste time with you, so I'll get right to the point. There is a very special book which you must find for me. It was written long ago by a sage known as Lam Essen, who studied Skatsimi magic and the effects of the prime evils on the mortal world. The Black Book was lost when the children of Zakarum took over this land. Now you must reclaim it without delay. Its knowledge may aid us in this dark time ahead. The Black Book contains powerful secrets of Skatsim, the old religion long eclipsed by Zakarum. I should warn you, the Black Book is much sought after by both good and evil. Be wary. Did I neglect to mention that the book contains useful information about the prime evils? I hope you don't object to my badgering the witless. Care to take a gander at my grimoire? I keep a library of tomes, heretical, exegetical, hermeneutical, and pharmaceutical.
I believe I can trust you now. When you first arrived, I suspected you a spy for the Zakarum, the false religion whose faithful are now under the sway of a mysterious power. They've made a mockery of the old religion of Skatsim. Many things can be found in the city of Kurast. The book may be there.
The children of Zakarum believe that the Black Book is filled with blasphemous heresy. In truth, the book may contain the secrets to our ultimate redemption. Even if you find the sacred book, you must still traverse the jungle of meaning within it. That journey could prove to be far more perilous.
The Black Book is a powerful source of information. The Zakarum will do everything in their power to stop you from obtaining it. I heard that there are ruined temples in Kurast. Perhaps you will find the Black Book in one of them.
Oh, no one really believes that the Black Book exists. It's just a symbol of Zakarum's anti-Skatsim propaganda. Kurast was once the greatest city in the world. Now, it is hard to tell where the jungle stops and the city begins. The jungle grows rampant on the soil enriched by the blood of my fellow citizens.
I've heard of the Black Book. My order's code is based on many of its passages. If you find it, I will be greatly impressed. I hope you find the Black Book soon. I could use something to read while I wait for my orders.
We have long sought the Black Book of Lam Essen. Rumors of its whereabouts spread as fast as jungle plagues. If you find it, take it to Alcor. Not getting much help. You know, people are like rugs. Hang them out a window and shake them a couple times. You'll be surprised how much dirt comes out.
Oh, the stench down here is choking. I hope this book was worth all the trouble. May this book lift the shadow from Kurast.
This ancient book radiates arcane power. Once the book has served its purpose, I shall delve into its secrets.
May the Black Book deliver us from evil. The Black Book. It's heresy to the Zakarum High Council.
Uh-huh. An ancient manuscript. This could be useful. Ormus, study the book well.
Good. Now I can get out of here and get some fresh air.
You have found a source of information powerful enough to turn the tide against the Zakarum.
Why is the Black Book of Lam Essen like a coffin? Simple. Each holds the shape of our future.
The Iron Wolves are very impressed by your skills.
Thank all that's holy. You've returned with the Black Book. Maybe now you can put an end to the evil that has destroyed my homeland.
So, you've returned with the book. You surprise me. You must be very resourceful.
We have the book. Now we must see if we can bear its revelations.
You have found the book. It should give all of us here some insight into the nature of the prime evils. Ah, but as for you...
Ormus is a man of many mysteries. I sense strong magic about him, but he's never spoken of it to me.
Trying to get information out of Ormus is like straining water from a rock. His damned riddles are almost as confusing as our current state of affairs.
Oh, Ormus has been talking in riddles for years. I think he does it to cover up the fact that he's got nothing intelligent to say.
Ormus would like you to think him mad. Better to watch his actions than listen to his words. Judging from his dress and strange markings, I would guess that Ormus is from the ancient Tarn mage clan. Yet none of the others here seem to know that he is a sorcerer. The Tarn were once as powerful as the Vigerai clan, but their studies were even more secretive. I wonder what he's hiding.
My order has been keeping watch over Ormus for many years now. He seems to champion the cause of good, but who knows what shadow lurks within his soul.
The Church of Light harbors the darkest shadow of all. Tread lightly. The Travancore can be breached by the loss of one's wits, not by the use of them. When speaking of the dead, it is best to remain cryptic. You have done well, my friend. Your courage and valor are an inspiration to us all. But now the time has come to face those responsible for the evil that has stifled our land. You must destroy the High Council of Zakarum. Long ago, these elders were charged with the stewardship of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, who was imprisoned within the Guardian Tower. Through the generations, these pious men slowly fell more and more under the sway of Mephisto's malevolent power, and the Council became an evil mockery of its former glory. It is Mephisto's hatred that has corrupted Zakarum and turned its devout followers into paranoid fanatics. That is why you must travel to the temple city of Travancore and slay the Council. Once they are gone, Mephisto's hold over this land and its people will be broken. You must know that the Guardian Tower in the Temple City was built by the Haradrim for one purpose: to hold Mephisto. Once the Council is dead, you may enter the tower. If you die on this quest, I will commemorate your sacrifice in an epic poem. You will not need a potion to achieve immortality. Ormus's words will do that.
Ormus tells me that the Council is comprised of tremendously powerful priests. It will be difficult to best them. San Kekur may be using a compelling orb to control the minds of the children of Zakarum. The Temple City is well guarded. You'd best keep your wits about you.
The Black Book contains some vague prophecies regarding this undertaking. I'm not so sure it will turn out well for you. Kill as many as you can. I have a morbid love of excess.
There are many zealots among the followers of Zakarum. It will be difficult to get past them. The children of Zakarum who guard the tower square can be killed, but their numbers are vast. You must destroy their council. Things are getting wilder than Ladies' Night at the Slippery Fist. The Iron Wolves and I are at the ready to aid you.
I have heard rumors that the prime evils are here seeking their brother. It has been said that Ormus speaks most clearly when his ideas are utterly mad. There is only one way to the Temple City. You will have to cross many rivers and streams, but you'll find it. A great tower stands at its center. Within the Temple City is a courtyard. The Council resides there.
Beware the followers of Zakarum. Their fanaticism is their greatest weapon. You are incredibly brave to venture into the Lion's Den. I wish you luck. I respect your need to do this. Honor demands that you see this through. Yet your chances are so slim.
This has been a trying time for all of us. But I sense this nightmare is coming to an end. Remember, you can always find sanctuary here with us. The followers of Zakarum demand complete allegiance to their creed. They have slaughtered many of their own for minor grievances. They will not hesitate to kill you. After having served Mephisto all these years, the Council must be twisted by hatred and evil.
Once properly imbued, Khalim's flail can destroy the compelling orb and reveal the way to Mephisto. Place it into the Horadric cube along with Khalim's relics, his heart, his brain, and his eye. Then transmute them to carry out Khalim's will. Masterfully done, hero. You have crafted Khalim's will. Employ it to destroy the compelling orb and open the way to Mephisto. May the true light guide your way.
This corrupted temple was once the shining heart of my religion.
This temple is a nest of evil.
The spirits of nature have fled this dreaded place.
This temple exudes darkness.
The dark powers here will no longer poison the land.
The temple shall shine anew with the light.
The temple's dark power is broken.
At last, there is hope once again.
Ormus is grateful to you, stranger. You have broken the long, dark reign of Zakarum and delivered the first paralyzing blow against the three. Yet still the true test lies ahead. For he whom the Council guarded still lives within the blackened tower.
You've accomplished the impossible. By killing the Council, the curse of Zakarum will be lifted, and our land will be free. Oh, thank you.
The sun has set on the religion of light.
It seems the jungle is already dying back. You've broken the curse, my friend. May the light bless you.
I can hardly believe you did it. Your power blankets you like a shining aura.
The followers of Zakarum lacked all sense of moderation. The collapse of their tainted religion gives me hope.
It seems the jungle is already dying back. You've broken the curse, my friend. May the light bless you.
Ridding Kurast of the Council of Zakarum was essential. Still, there is more you must do. Diablo and Baal must be close to finding their brother Mephisto by now. You've no time to waste.
Diablo and Baal have surely found the Temple City by now. They seek to free their brother Mephisto, who was imprisoned by the Horadrim in the Temple's guardian tower. You must reach him before his brothers do, and prevent them from releasing hatred upon the world. Make haste. Though the three are sure to reunite, it is uncertain as to what they have planned once they do. Be cautious, my friend. Though you are mighty, no mortal can stand alone against the power of the prime evils. I understand that the great patriarch of Zakarum, Sankakur, now embodies Mephisto. You must overcome hatred, lest terror and destruction claim us all. I am loath to describe what will happen if Diablo and Baal release Mephisto.
Be careful when you return to the tower. Though many of the followers of Zakarum have fled, there's no telling what horrors still lurk inside it. Move quickly, my friend, and end this curse once and for all. I ought to return to the ship. We may have to sail from here very quickly.
The ancient Horadrim always feared that the three would escape their prisons and unite. I can't believe that I, the last of their order, have seen it come to pass. You are the only one who can prevent this, my friend. The final hour draws near. You must reach Mephisto before his brothers do. Search the tower thoroughly. Mephisto must not escape.
I sent a few of my Iron Wolves on a scouting mission into the jungle near the Temple City. They encountered two cloaked men who attacked them with horrifying powers. My men barely survived. I have to assume that the two strangers are Diablo and Baal. You better hurry. They're close to finding their brother. The sudden reduction in our ranks makes us eager to destroy Diablo and his brothers. Vengeance for the Iron Wolves. We will fight to the death.
We have seen Diablo, but remain unsure of his brother's whereabouts. The hidden ways of the tower are long forgotten, though it is rumored to have been built as far below the ground as above it. Well, the good news is that events are unfolding just as Lam Essen foretold. The bad news is that the story ends in our utter ruin. I am afraid both fear and a large dose of elixir preclude me from answering.
I hear there is a little family reunion about to take place in Karast. The three brothers draw close. Mephisto, along with Baal, was originally captured in the desert near Lukgolain. But imprisoning two of the brothers together was far too dangerous. The Horadrim built the Guardian Tower to hold Mephisto. When Zakharum came to power in this land, it took over the Temple City without paying any heed to what was locked within the tower, and it became the Doom. Why build a tower to place the beast below ground? At times, I believe the Horadrim lacked common sense. Shouldn't you be running frantically up and down stairs about now?
Beware, my friend. Sankakor may be the most powerful mortal in the world. He controls thousands of fanatical worshippers and embodies the Lord of Hatred himself. His death will be no easy task. Now you rush to face Mephisto. Don't give in to your hatred. That is his greatest weapon against you.
What is that? Hatred stirs within me.
This must be where the Horadrim imprison Mephisto.
The final resting place of hatred itself.
The tower that holds Mephisto.
You're too late. My brothers have escaped you.
Mephisto's hatred was a poisonous void.
The Lord of Hatred shall darken the world no longer.
Maybe now the world will have peace.
Our faith in you was well deserved, but Diablo has made his way to hell, and it is likely that Baal followed him there. Enter the infernal gate and kill the Lord of Terror before all is lost. Only then will our world be saved.
Well done, my friend. You are a great champion of order. Please consider yourself an honorary Iron Wolf.
Your news is great indeed. You have saved us all. I would smile, but I'm afraid my face might collapse.
It looks like you're going to hell before me. Put in a good word.
Now Kurast can begin the task of rekindling its former glory. I thank you.
Word is spreading fast that you killed Mephisto. I'd be honored to fight beside you in hell, but I've just received my mission orders. I'll be traveling to the barbarian lands of the north, but I can't tell you why. With luck, our paths will cross again. Farewell.
You have defeated the prime evil in combat. Ormus is impressed beyond words. But staying here will not end this conflict. You must enter the infernal gate and stop Diablo once and for all.
Good journey, Mephisto. Give my regards to the Abyss.
you